order. All right, good evening, everybody. This is the February 15th meeting of the Downtown Partnership Finance and Growth Committee. The first item on our agenda is approval of the minutes of the last meeting. Do I have a motion to approve?
I make a motion we approve the minutes from the last meeting.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Any comments or corrections? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
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 All right, unanimous. I'm looking for the agenda on my phone. I need two separate instruments to get this. I think the next item is the financials. Is that correct?
Yes. Yep.
All right. So we have the financial for the period ending on December 31st. You want to talk us through them?
Sure. Definitely. So I'll just, like I usually do, kind of hit the high points. Page 1 is the overview that Interim Director of Finance Sherry puts together for us. I'm going to jump to page 3, which is the statement of revenues, expenditures, and changes in fund balance. There's nothing really outstanding here to mention, except just we'll let you know that our membership campaign will start in early March. We are a little later than normal, partly because we're short-staffed. But we will be getting those out in early March. Josh has started working on the mailing and Kathleen's designing the brochure. So bear with us. And let's see, on page 4, this is a Fund 270 or 270 fund with our events. We have combined a couple of event categories, spring and summer, and then fall and winter, with some of our key events having their own line item. You'll see there is, under Patterson Square events, there's a deficit under the balance. That's an incorrect coding error with one of the purchasing cards. So that's being corrected by finance. So we do not have a negative balance there. We're in, as much as two people can do, full event planning. So our first event is National Poetry Month in April, which is a pretty low-key event. And then we have Summer Stroll May 25th, leading into the bike tour on June 3rd, I think. So, and then the next page 5 is the Town Square project. And I think I mentioned at previous meetings that we will utilize $4,000 out of that account. Again, that was money raised for the square several years ago for the Yukon Landscape Architecture Program for their work. And I'm excited that they are starting with a walkthrough on the 22nd. So on Wednesday, a week from today, we'll go out there with folks from the working group, the Promotion Public Spaces Working Group, town staff and partnership staff, and show them around the downtown. And then they'll start working on some ideas for what we might do to improve our infrastructure.
Is this the student group or is this the private company?
This is the student group. So there's 2 professors. There's one that has sophomores for the inventory. And then the other class is juniors, I believe, to do the recommendations. So they will be finished up in late April. And the goal, if they're not already back wherever they're going this summer, they will present to the partnership board in early May. If it's not the students, it will be the 2 professors. So that's exciting. Nothing really different on the Transit Services Fund. On the LAS, we have the LAS financials through December. I asked LAS this morning, because I had my monthly meeting with them, why the payroll was up so high in December. And they thought that partly there were, I guess, for whatever reasons, there are 5 weeks in December, I don't know, but 3 pay periods. And also they are, or they were until recently, fully staffed. So they had people that were able to be there on Saturday longer than they had been in the past. So obviously they're paying for more of their time. So that's kind of an overview, and I'm happy to answer any questions. And this will go to the board in the March packet.
There's a substantial increase in revenue over expenditures. I'm assuming that is because UConn pays its lump sum upfront and the town pays quarterly.
That's correct. Yep.
Okay. Any other questions? What we need to do is recommend, does the board need to see these? I always forget whether the board sees these or not.
Yes, they take a recommendation from the committee and that they do review them. Yep.
Okay, so we need a recommendation from the committee to, a motion from the committee to recommend acceptance of these financials to the board. Is there such a motion?
I'll make that motion, Tony.
Is there a second?
Second.
Did I hear Mike second?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Any questions about the recommendation or what we've got in front of us? All those in favor say aye.
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 Okay. Nobody is dissenting or abstaining. It's easy to count when there are only 4. Sometimes when I can't see everybody and there are 9, I have trouble, but this is easy. Okay, update on the strategic plan in downtown stores. I see that Brooklyn Dumplings has folded.
Yes.
I just sent an email that said I'm not surprised. Their food was very expensive for what you got, and nobody I know of liked it. Is anybody else surprised?
I liked it okay, but
What did you order?
dumplings. Well, they also they also had those chicken bowl and things that were pretty good, and their slaw was good. But I was a bit surprised because I think they had recently remodeled or renovated or something.
Yeah. So you know, Mike's the only one here not on the board, but they had reached out to me and then Kathleen about helping them with sort of a grand reopening. And there was a back and forth between Kathleen and the manager. And then we didn't hear anything until Kyle and I were told on a call with the property owner that they had closed. So, and it's unfortunate because it is the same owner that started Mooyah Wingstop and Moe's.
Wow, so he's got 2 winners and 2 losers so far.
Yeah, well, he had already sold, he was out of the Wingstop before they closed. So this one, unfortunately, he's the man.
I hope he takes that dumpling with the smiley face out of the window at least.
I don't know if anybody else has tried the new Indian restaurant in the Fresh Fork space, but I have, and it's very good.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, they're still in opening mode. They're still serving with plastic plates and forks, but the food was delicious.
Yeah,
And they
that's
seem
great, Tony.
They seem to still be in the process of getting their menu available in paper form and online for their stores location. They have a Hartford location that's very different.
Yeah, I actually spoke with Manny Haydes. He called me this morning because he and I had gone back and forth on the owner. And so the owner's supposed to reach out to me. I think they were getting back from India on Monday. So I haven't heard anything yet, but you know, because we want to help them out with the press release and whatever they may be doing as far as an open, you know, grand opening.
And they didn't join the Taste of Two Towns.
Yeah, they just, you know, we just found out about them, what was it, last week or the week before? So, and I haven't had a chance, the owner, you know, was out of the country, so.
And Maharaja didn't join.
No,
Probably because they're doing more takeout than anything else right now. They're almost exclusively takeout.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Kathmandu joined if you want Indian food. So
Yeah, which is new this year. So it's
Mhm.
nice to have the Catman, they have a new owner.
Mm.
So the previous owner is now, owns the Spring Hill Inn. And I think he hopes to open something there, not Indian food from what I understand. So that's Bharat. But Raj is the owner and Kathleen worked with him on getting his menu set and kind of helping him through the process. So that's exciting.
And I believe Kathmandu has also brought back their lunch buffet on Fridays.
Yes.
I know that was a popular option. So
Okay, strategic plan, Cynthia, what do we need to know about this?
Well, I mentioned the landscape architecture team, for the board members that are here, but Mike, so that one of the things, we're trying to do is some storefront activation on the available spaces. So Jill Wellnick, from Mansfield painted our mural with hearts and the umbrella on the former Bliss space. I think she did a great job, and Kathleen put it out on Facebook and Instagram. And so it's just great to have a community member who wants to get involved. She did the local government academy, so I think she's interested in, getting to be out in the community more. So that's just trying to think if there's anything else active from the plan right now in terms of major pieces. I just done a couple of other things so Tony mentioned Taste of Towns, so that starts Monday. And February 20th through March 5th. There will be a press conference with the Lieutenant Governor on Friday that Tony and I believe Ryan will be at, as well as Kathleen and Margaret. I think the Lieutenant Governor has 3 different things she's doing on Friday, is my understanding, and this is one of them. Is it Trigo, Tony? Trigo Pizza?
Yes, yes.
Trigo Pizza.
She's also doing a major grant that Whitewater received for brownfield renovation, and the Whitewater organization has also got a lot of Mansfield input, so I'm going to be there for that as well.
Oh, great. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so the full court, press is on with the marketing. Kathleen in our office and Margaret in Ryan's office, and then Andy Goot with Stone Row Kitchen. Josh just dropped off some inserts for Jorgensen events coming up the next 2 weeks. So that was a great partnership that we have with Jorgensen to advertise. Kathleen was on the John Murphy show last week with Andy and Josh. What's the food truck that's Moodus?
The one with the slogan that we shouldn't say during a public meeting.
Yeah, the Moodus
Moodus
food
Barbecue.
truck.
Moodus Barbecue. Go to their website and look up their slogan.
All right, we'll do that
once
on
the
our
meeting
off
is
hours.
over.
It is a food truck, because I was wondering where it was. It said it was on Main Street, but I couldn't figure out where it was.
I think it's near the Frog Bridge, kind of that across, not on the same side as the bridge, but no, actually, I think it might be on the same side. It's the same side as the bridge. That building that changes hands quite a bit, I think.
The old Agway. Well,
Yeah,
Agway,
right.
where Mosquette's is in there now.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're doing a lot of promotion. And I had mentioned to board members about, I spoke to the property owner at our operations meeting today, and they're still heavy in negotiations on the Grill 86 space. So, fingers crossed that they will bring somebody in there soon.
What kind of a place, do you know?
I hope it's Grill 87.
It's some type of restaurant. That's all I know.
Is it a fancy white tablecloth restaurant like everybody says we need?
I don't believe that it is, but we haven't been given a lot of information. So I think that's all I had. I'm trying to think if there's anything major that I'm forgetting, but oh, the other big thing that really isn't connected to this, but just wearing my economic development hat, is that we're Emerge, our consultant, is almost done with the programming piece of the wayfinding and signage plan. So we're excited about that, and the plan is to give an informational presentation to the council on the 27th of February.
Does the partnership pay for any of that? Does that have a budget implication for us?
No, so that's all coming out of the town marketing budget out of capital. And then we also have money for implementation of the signs in the capital budget.
Okay. All right. Have there been any significant changes that would affect our budget for the coming year?
No, still want to talk to Ryan about my role in operations and staffing and things like that, but I don't think that's going to change anything for the next fiscal year. But I'll be meeting with him not next week, but the week after.
Okay. Is there anything else that finance and growth needs to know about or have weigh in on? Nope. All right. Tonight is the public participation part, first public participation part of the town's development of a master plan for our Parks and Rec departments. So if it's at the middle school in the cafeteria, if you have any interest in parks and recreation, including the community center and what you'd like to see, it's running from 6 to 7:30. This is just an exploratory meeting to find out what people want. The downtown partnership is going to be a partner in this because so much of what we do on the town square contributes to the town's Parks and Recreation. And we also co-sponsor with with Parks and Rec on the bike tour and on a number of other things. So if you have an interest, this is an important opportunity to begin the discussion. So middle school cafeteria, 6 o'clock. Anything?
Tony, just so you know, oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I just as a point of information, Steve and I were at a focus group this morning. I will not be there tonight, but just so I appreciate the connection with the partnership, and the consultant also said she wanted to talk to me about the partnership's role in downtown stores. And so it sounds like we'll have a sidebar conversation.
Yes, and at the meeting at noontime with the council, she talked to Ryan about the strategic plan. And she had not seen that in the past. So that's got to play into whatever we do at Parks and Rec. All of this stuff has to be.
Yeah, she did mention that to me, and it sounds like she has it now, so that Ryan must have sent it to her.
Good. Good. All right, then the next item on our agenda is the motion to adjourn. Is there such a motion?
Motion to adjourn? I pass.
By Mario, seconded by Steve. All those in favor say aye.
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 All right, you can sit and chat if you want, but the meeting is over.
Thank you all.
Thank
Good seeing
you.
you.
Hey.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye-bye,
So
take
long.
care.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.